Today's interview session, we're going to be focusing on English only. So I'm going to still set a bar for the people that get on the mic, which means that we're going to be looking at just intermediate and advanced speakers. Okay, and then after you give your interview response, I'm going to take notes on what you mentioned during the interview, and I'm going to give you 2 rounds of feedback. The first round of feedback is feedback around the language or the grammar. And then the second round of feedback is going to be more focused on the content. So what did you say and is it valuable in an interview? Hey, Elham.
How are you doing?
I want to ask you, are you currently a student or have you been working for a while?
I graduated 2 months ago. Yeah, around 2 months ago. And I went to TTC class, teacher training course. I'm looking for a new job. Today I have an appointment, an interview. So I have stress.
Oh, so you have a real interview that you're preparing for today?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. So Elham, you mentioned that first of all that you had graduated just 2 months ago, so you're applying for your first job.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
I want you to
Uh-huh.
choose the most challenging question, and then we can walk through it together. Like, what kind of interview question are you the most afraid of? And we'll work on that one.
Maybe what is your weakness? Yeah, I don't know. How can I explain my weakness?
If I were to ask you as a friend, what are some things off the top of your head that you would say are your current weaknesses in your existing relationships?
I try to say nobody is perfect, so I I have weakness like other people, but the important factor I can control my weakness. So,
Okay.
is it a good answer or not?
Yeah, Elham, I think you're becoming too official with your response. Remember, I'm only asking you as a friend. So, like, if I was your friend, what would you say are some challenges you have with other friends? For example, you can say, maybe sometimes I over communicate. Sometimes when I talk to other people, maybe they get annoyed at me. The other opposite end of that is, okay, I'm a little bit more introverted. I'm not somebody who is very, very good at expressing myself. I think the first thing is we have to identify like an honest weakness. Because you're right, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Be specific. Where is the area you think that you can improve as a person? With your family, do you have any issues? With your friends, do you have any issues?
Okay, I got it. So, first they ask me introduce yourself. What do you want to
No,
be?
no.
Uh, okay. Please, can you repeat again? I couldn't.
It's difficult to do well if you don't understand what the interviewer is saying. The best way to improve your spoken English is to start off with listening skills. Well, cheese pie can help. The first step to improving listening is repetition, especially listening to content from native English speakers.
Didn't they look at your resume? You're kidding.
I personally think you should try to reach 95% listening accuracy if you want to do well in an interview. The second step to improving listening is persistence. You can do this by finding interesting content that keeps you engaged.
Ron! Hey, how'd it go? You know.
There's your student roster.
You must be Brad.
You must be Nancy. Hi, I'm Brad.
There are even deep dive articles to understand the full situational context of a conversation, so you know why certain topics are being discussed. That's so important for learning, understanding why. You can go to the Cheese Pie WeChat official account and click register to find the 20-day listening practice for just 18 yuan. Hey Elham, tell me about your weaknesses.
Honestly, I think I want to do everything's hurry. I think it's my weakness, and I can focus on. I can teach in a noisy place, and I hate crowded place. I think it's negative. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Make sure I understand that. So you said,
I want to do everything hurry.
in a hurry. Okay, can you say that again? I want to work on your grammar. In a hurry.
In a hurry.
Yes. I want to do everything in a hurry. This is a good weakness to start off with. When you're responding to my weakness, you want to give at least one example. So you first start off with, I'm somebody who is a little bit in a hurry and I like to rush through things. Think about maybe even a school project. You can say, when I was cooperating with a lot of other students on a group project, I was already working on the third and fourth or the fifth line item when everybody was still working on number 1 and number 2. Sometimes there was a little bit of a disengagement between me and the other people on my team because I was moving too quickly. Just to give an example. Now, we can look at the other side of being in a hurry. You turn that into a strength. You can say, actually, I'm extremely productive when it comes to multitasking. Okay, you can say I'm a great multitasker. If you give me 10 things I need to accomplish today, I will make sure that I come up with a plan to accomplish these 10 things. And you can actually even build on this. Because I move more quickly than my other coworkers, I can also spend time on coming up with a plan that everybody can follow for the day. The important thing is that being quick at certain things, number one, you can say, well, I'm actually very good at doing multiple things at the same time. Because a lot of companies, they value multitasking. No company just says, Elham, I'm going to give you one project. Most companies say, I have this one project and I have project 2, 3, and 4 that you also have to manage. So multitasking is a very good strength to turn your weakness into. Another thing that in a hurry can be turned into is you can also lead other people. Because you're already moving ahead, you can spend extra time creating a very, very structured plan for other people to follow. And the reason why this is good is because a lot of companies value collaboration and team effort. And so by being very, very quick, you can turn some of that speed into organization. Does that make sense?
Wow, you explained perfect now. Wow. Thank you so much.
Now you have a real weakness that you can share with other people. Focus on that story.
Wow. I'm shocked. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And I hope you do well on your interviews. Okay. All right. Thanks, Elham. Bye-bye. Okay, so that is it for today. Number one, I hope that all of this content was valuable for you. Just remember, be honest. Okay, don't make up something like, oh, everybody has weaknesses. Like that's too general, too broad. Be specific about something that is really a weakness. And just also be aware that every single weakness can be viewed as a strength. You can be introverted, but very focused. You can be in a rush, but you can help with organization. A broader piece of advice for everybody. Some people are really good at interviewing, but then they're not so good on the job. All of these good things that you say in the interview, if you also really, really do them in your role, I think a lot of people will eventually recognize you. So I think maybe that is my big advice for today. Doing and saying are both important. Appreciate that you guys are commenting and liking and sharing this voice room. Very valuable for continuing the development of the content. And if you guys have any other suggestions or feedback, feel free to shoot me a message and maybe I can respond to the feedback in future sessions. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you guys very much. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.